EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Nighthawks of Tokyo. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go here in Tokyo. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Niner defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Here's Fields now on second down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Oh, nice move. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11. Now it's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Nighthawks put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. To throw is Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And he'll be forced out of bounds is all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Here we go.
2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Nighthawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Purdy. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. This will be caught at about the 6. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Breida will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Good footwork at the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the two corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On second down, a run with Breida. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 1. Back to throw. Fields. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 42 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Here we go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. 27 yards. And the Nighthawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Purdy now on 2nd down. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get us
under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down, 49ers.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They bring their punter out there now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking charge and control.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right down the middle. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field,